had a list when I was 8. I tell you guys that because no one told me. They pulled me aside a year later at school. Someone's like, Taylor, your teacher thinks you might be struggling with a speech impediment. I'm like, what's a speech impediment? Are you sure you have the right person? Because I'm crushing it out there. And they're like, you didn't do anything wrong. You pronounce your words a little differently. Like you say instead of for your S's. Does that make sense? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if I said instead of Hope you find who you're looking for. If you have any follow-up questions, I'll be on the seesaw. Nothing will make you more grateful to be single than watching your friend go through a devastating breakup. That's messed up to say, but it's the truth. I have a friend just went through a breakup, still follows her ex on social media because they're trying to be mature and evolved. Rookie mistake. Her ex just posted a photo of him and his new girlfriend, who is a model. I know, don't worry, we all called her. We're like, hey, how's it going? Have you been online today? Because we were thinking maybe doing like a no screens day. We were thinking maybe we just power down, get a quilt, find a field, maybe crack the Bible open one more time. I don't know. She's like, I already saw it. We're like, oh, we're too late. Okay, are you okay? She's like, no, honestly, I wish he was just like dating a man instead. And we're like, oh, you are so problematic, Trish. Why? Why would that be better for you if he was just dating a man instead? She goes, no, listen, because then if he dumped me for a man, it would be like, well, okay, then he just wanted something that I could never be. And we were like, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of... Well, No, we think you're so pretty, babe, but like a model? Like that's kind of like a different, like look around. Don't you think if you were a model, we'd all be models? But this isn't Model Squad. This is Personality Squad. Like this is a different team you're on. What's the last like horrible red flag you saw?
Oh, it's just all the shirtless pics.
All the shirtless pics because they look bad or because you're like, I don't want anybody that confident? All of it. That's a real thing. Oh my God, if someone was too hot, I would get rid of them immediately. I was like, I'm not trying to, you look like you're gonna try to go to the gym with me. I never understand when guys try to work out with you. I'm like, if I wanted to feel sweaty and self-conscious in front of you, I would just have sex with you. Anyone like dated a bunch of people and they all told you the same thing about yourself until you're like, okay, I should address that? Yeah? What'd you get?
I was shutting them down in arguments.
You were shutting them down in arguments? You mean winning? He and I broke up because he cheated on me. In my head. And I could not. Sorry, if you love me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation. When you get there and you're like, is everything okay? Oh, was that a vacuum? That's so funny. That's hilarious. I was like, I've never been heckled by a vacuum. As a single, childless woman, I don't appreciate it. In 10 minutes, I'm like, what is that noise? Is that someone washing dishes and baking pie? And I looked at my friends and I was like, I mean, I have money. But here's my problem with the emergency room. When you are having an anxiety or panic attack, it is your only option, which is why I think they need to open a second option right next door called the anxiety room, all right? So you have the ER and the AR. And the ER is where you go when you've been shot, stabbed, you are actively bleeding. That's where you go, you fill out all that complicated paperwork, because that seems like the time to do it. And then the AR is where you go when you're like, I don't know where the bad is, but it's in me somewhere. It's either cancer or the devil, but I have to get it out. And that is just one fill-in-the-blank form that says, I know that it is probably fine, but... my bones feel itchy. I don't know!
And with
I didn't realize how easy my boyfriend's life has been until recently when I found out he's never had sex in a car before. Yeah, now we're back on Team Taylor. I'm like, never? He's like, no, but I'm down. I'm like, we're not brainstorming. Like, we have a home. Like, do you want to have sex in a car? He's like, I mean, sure, that sounds kind of hot. And I was like, oh, hop in, Speed Racer, let's kill a dream. Because anybody who's had car sex knows what I know, that car sex is for children or criminals. It is for people outside the law with nowhere to go. If you've never had sex in a car before, that means you've always had a place to bone. That is the epitome of privilege, and I don't care to know you. If your ribs have never been bruised by a center console, we have nothing to say to each other. I'm so glad I know that I'm bipolar now. I mean, I have the right meds, I got a mood ring, I'm handling it. But when I first found out, it was a very tough pill to swallow, and I've swallowed a lot of pills. Because when you first find out something like that, you're like, oh man, am I gonna tell anybody? Should I tell anybody? And if I do tell people, am I hot and or talented enough to be an inspiration? Like, if I have a thing and someone else has that thing and they find out I have it too, are they gonna feel good or bad with that information? Because when I got diagnosed, they started listing names. They were like, you know who else is bipolar? Selena Gomez. And I was like, that does make me feel better. She is very pretty. Okay, I'll be bipolar. Like, I'm what they call subjectively hot. Not everybody's cup of tea, but someone's gonna slurp from this hose. Know what I'm saying? Like, we are fine. With the right lighting and Bible verse on eHarmony, please, we're good. We are fine. But I've never been like a hot chick, and I have a lot of resentment towards women who have always been hot their whole lives. Like, I think they get too much handed to them. Like, I watch horror movies because they're the only place hot chicks are treated poorly. I'm like, run for your life, Jenny. You should have invited us all to the pool party. His name's not Jason, it's Karma. Run. I wish I was more fun. I wish I, like, partied more. I don't drink, but I have decorated a Christmas tree alone, so I understand why people do. I think that if you have childhood trauma, you really want the person you're dating to have childhood trauma. Have you guys ever gone on a first date and they start telling you about their childhood trauma and you have to stifle your excitement? They're like, yeah, and then in 5th grade, and you're like, oh. That sounds really bad. I'm so sorry I'm so sorry that had to happen to you. So that you could be perfect for me. My mom's dead. I went out with a guy whose dad left. Oh, it's like we both had half a Parent Trap photo. But both the pictures were empty. You get it. I'm an amazing girlfriend if nothing goes wrong. If one thing goes wrong, it's a nightmare. Like, I'm like those spikes you drive over when you're returning a rental car. As long as we keep moving forward, everything's great. Have a nice day, bud. But if you back up even a little, I will slash all your tires. And you're like, that seemed excessive. And I'm like, what? I put up a sign. She goes, well, you might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I was like, oh. And she's like, no, it's a bad thing. Is there a phone ringing? Are you serious? Can you guys hear the phone ringing? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, like, am I going crazy? Like, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if I was filming this, like, mental health conscious special and then I just lost my shit in the middle of it? Where I'm just like, and I have all my medication and it totally worked out. Did you hear the ringing? Was that my dad? Like, just lost it. Oh no, don't move that continuity. Is the ringing off? Okay, cool. I'm gonna start over. Not like from the joke, not the whole thing. Can you imagine? I have to come out as bipolar again. I'm not that brave. Have you guys seen when they have like two actors, a younger actor and an older actor, on a talk show at the same time, and they do the thing where they go, you know, so-and-so had your poster on his wall growing up. Have you seen that? That is so fucked up. Like, why are you putting Daniel Radcliffe on blast like that? Like, heard you had Drew Barrymore's poster on your wall. Heard you used to jack it to Cameron Diaz. And he's like, I'm just here to promote my film. And they're like, yeah, but how crusty was that poster, though? I want to die having sex with my wife, but I'll probably die making a PowerPoint.
I feel like your wife does not want you to die while you're having sex with her. Are we not thinking of the wife?
I didn't even think about the wife. I didn't at all. I was like,
And then
that's so romantic. No, it isn't.
I mean, we have to assume the wife's on top, right? During the sex, so that she's not trapped.
No, I think he's on top.
Oh my God, you're right.
And I'm also thinking, like, maybe she doesn't know right away because how quickly does rigor mortis kick in?
Oh, yeah. But like,
Maybe
also,
she's like, babe, did you have a Viagra?
But also, if I'm on top and you die, fucking really?
That's so unfair. That's so mean.
That's really a double whammy. That sucks.
Do you go on top?
Like, ever? Only when I want to kill a guy. Yeah, no, are you saying, do you not go on top?
Mm-mm.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Never? You have been up there, though.
I've been.
I feel like I met someone who's like never been to McDonald's. I'm like, but you've been. And you're like,
been.
I mean, I've been.
I've
Drunk
been.
one night and definitely did it.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I don't know how to do it.
You don't know. Well, none of us know how to do it. We're all living on a prayer up there.
Does anyone have a really bad they got cheated on story? You do right here? Who'd they cheat with? A friend of theirs that they had introduced you to? You walk? Okay, so let's back up. He introduced you to her at a party, and then 2 weeks later you walked in on them fucking. Correct. I love it. She goes, correct, yes. Like an expert witness. And yes, that is in fact what happened. Affirmative. Oh my God. Did you leave? Did you start yelling? What do you do in that situation? You were a little frozen. Okay. Let it go. No, okay. Not that frozen. Absolutely not. Do you still have trust issues? Doesn't everyone? No, as it turns out. I thought so too, but no. There are people walking around just going, trust is given, not earned. Does anyone have a red flag that they paid attention to and or ignored recently? You right here, what have you got? When they have a picture with a fish, okay. Well, we can't be picky out here, right? That's most men on dating apps. Because they caught a fish once with their pop-pops, and they're very, very proud of that trout that they were too scared to eat. That is not quite a red flag, that is just an unfortunate reality.
Growing up, he encouraged me to abstain from drugs and alcohol and sex and enjoyment. And I really took all of that to heart. Even today, I'm, as an adult, very sexually conservative. Not that I'm bad at sex, okay? I'll have you know in bed, I am a wild animal, all right? Yeah, way more afraid of you than you are of me. The weirdest thing I ever masturbated to was looking at my college diploma on the wall.
Wow.
I love that. I just love that. You're like, I fucking did that. You to your education level.
We could never.
We could never. No. A high school diploma doesn't hit.
No.
It's actually against the law to masturbate to your high school diploma.
If you're over 18 yourself.
If you're over 18, yeah. That's not okay. I'm just to like my participation soccer trophies. My speech and debate medals.
The one time I got a 65 on a test, I'm like, this is all I have.
My AP English score. Sorry, I'm done. I'm finished.
Diorama. We weren't academic.
We weren't. That's why we do this. I just don't want to be somebody who has kids before I'm ready to have them. I have a friend who told me in the next year she either wants to get a dog or have a baby. I'm like, if you think those are the same thing, you are not ready for either one. A dog or a baby? That's like saying, yeah, I'm either gonna get a skateboard or my pilot's license. It's whatever I have time for. It is insane to me how easy it is to have and keep a baby. Like, if you get your appendix removed, they won't let you take it home. But if you have a baby, they're just like, here, you drop this. And you know there are days at the hospital, nurses look at each other like, are we gonna let this happen? They both have neck tattoos. One says fuck, one says babies. Either way they stand, it's bad news. Really? This is fine. This is fine with you. What were you gonna name her? Big Red after your truck. Yeah, we gotta do something. If you want to adopt a kid, you have to jump through so many hoops, but if you just have one, they're like, that's yours forever. No questions asked? That's insane. There's no exit interview on the way out of the hospital to make sure you're okay. Just like, hey, before we hand you a baby forever, can you put this metal bowl in the microwave for me? Some of us not clapping, I encourage you to go home and try that. Did you guys know that some people feel their feelings privately? Have you guys heard about this compartmentalizing bullshit? Some people apparently have these polite little feelings that shuffle up to them during the day, tug on their sleeve, like, hello, excuse me, I need to be felt at some point whenever you get a chance. And you're like, oh my God, well, I'm at work right now. And you're like, oh my God, you're at work? I'm so sorry. Do you have time later? Well, I get off at 6. Okay, like 6:30? Do you have time to feel abandoned and worthless? Okay, 6:30 in the parking lot. It's a date. I love you so much. You're doing a great job at work. Bye. That's never happened to me once. Every feeling I have demands to be felt immediately. Every feeling I have demands its own parade. Every feeling I have just turns into that scene from Aladdin where he's pretending to be a prince. It's like, OMG, Taylor's hungry, this could get dicey. Needs a sandwich, now she's a bitch, take it from me. I can't help it. At the beginning of a relationship with a guy, I just assume anything nice he does is a move he pulls on everybody. And I'm not gonna fall for your choreography, sir. I'm like, oh, is this your move? You open the car door for me? On the date, this is like your move. This is how you do it. That's cute. Bet that works a lot. Oh, is this your move? You go with me to my grandpa's funeral, hold an umbrella over my head in the rain. This is like your move. This is how you do it. Like, oops, don't get wet. Oops, I am. Whatever. This ain't my first rodeo. I used to have 2 grandpas. And they warn you about the side effects when you get on medication. They go, you know, your sex drive might go down. And I'll be honest, I have experienced that since I got on medication. But I can't tell if my sex drive is lower or if my self-esteem is just higher now. You know? It's like, am I not in the mood or do I just not need the validation? Which is it? Because depression will bring you to your knees and you're like, well, I'm down here, might as well make someone feel good. I do not want to waste a trip. If you're not laughing, congrats on your serotonin. And if you're like, what's serotonin? Don't worry, you have enough. I'm in my 20s. I shouldn't be making any permanent decisions, okay? Being in your 20s is like having a virus. You can't do anything. You just have to wait until you're better. And the whole time you're waiting, everybody's like, these are the best years of your life. These are the best years of your whole life. And I'm like, I just used a fast food napkin as toilet paper. This gets worse. Everything feels like that in your 20s. Temporary, pointless. Dating in your 20s is like watching Titanic, where you're just like, this isn't gonna work out, but let's just enjoy this first part where we're hooking up in cars and pretending he's not poor. Put a jacket on anybody. Finally met somebody that I feel like I could poop in front of, and I don't know if it's because I love him or because I don't respect him. I'm like, do I feel comfortable or do I just not care what you think of me? Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it. You can't even see it. I have to be honest, my career is going very well right now. This is the last night of the biggest tour I've ever done. I am filming my 3rd Netflix special tonight, and recently someone was using my name and photos on a dating app. It was me, I was doing it. Nobody wants anybody to have it all. It's why they keep putting out Marilyn Monroe documentaries where they're like, she's actually pretty sad, and we're like, yeah, she fucking was. If someone has their soulmate, you don't want them to have their dream job too. If someone has their dream job, they don't get to be in love on top of that. If someone has their dream job and their soulmate, bare minimum their parents better be divorced. I'd prefer they were an orphan. And my boyfriend wasn't looking for a relationship either when we met. Straight dudes usually aren't, you know? Women are surprised when they find a guy who can make them come, and straight dudes are surprised when they find a girl who can make them feel genuine feelings in their heart. Like, women are like, he got me off 3 times. And guys are like, I mean, I just fucking like her, dude. Like we talked all day. I didn't want to hit her. It was nuts. She's just like my friend? I don't know. I want to like lick her heart, I think. Straight dudes are so proud of themselves for falling in love. It's really cute. They're like, I love you. Hell yeah, buddy. I knew you could get there. Women fall in love, we're like, I love you. Fucking again, you dumb bitch. You were supposed to love you first. You keep skipping that part. It is eat, pray, then love. Oh, God, it's okay. We'll try again in a year and a half. Who made the first move on Hinge? You made it? What was your opening line? Oh, no.
I like your snake.
I like your steak? Snake. Where's your person? Where? You right here? Got her head? Okay, all right. You got a snake? And you led with that shit? I don't know, that just seems like putting your mental illness on a Hinge profile. Or were you just like, if you can't accept my snake, if you can't accept me and my snake, you don't deserve me at my gerbil, you know? Then I hit puberty and I was like, oh no, I guess God just hates me right now. That's a bummer. That's a joke. God doesn't hate anybody, all right? Not anymore. But have you read the Old Testament? Holy shit. The Old Testament is my favorite Taylor Swift album. It is banger after banger. Just like, you don't believe in me? Snakes! Look what you made me do. I'm a 20-something white woman. Obviously, I'm gonna compare T Swift to the Lord, all right? She is the only God I still believe in, all right? I don't see God revamping his old shit, and let's be honest, he probably should, because the people who own it now suck. He cheated on you, like early on, and then you forgave him. Because it wasn't that bad, or because you cheated too, or what? I don't know if you heard that up there. You're my hero? She goes, I felt like he needed that to figure out what he really wanted. You are the baddest bitch I've ever met in my life. Just, oh, did you need to go someone to find out that you up? Okay, no, that's cute that you needed to do that. Like, you are everything I want to be. Just someone who's like, you cheated on me? But that's silly. You silly Billy. What were you thinking? According to the Washington Post, Gen Z has found a middle ground between talking on the phone and texting. Lengthy voice notes. And
and people are loving it. It's the best of both worlds. You get to hear your friend's deepest thoughts without the pressure of actively listening. I also love voice notes because sometimes crazy people use proper spelling and punctuation, so you don't always catch they're crazy over text. No, but for real, I love voice notes because they're great for all generations. If you're Gen Z, you send voice notes to your friends. If you're a millennial, you send voice notes to flirt. And if you're a boomer, you send voice notes on accident.
What's the best thing you learned in couples therapy?
Microdosing MDMA.
You went to couples therapy and your therapist was like, you guys should microdose MDMA? What? She provided it. I don't think that was a couples therapist. I feel bad. I feel like I'm telling an actress she didn't have an audition. I'm like, oh, I don't think that's what you thought it was, sweetie. That was a different.
Who says no? You said no to being an organ donor?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Why?
For religious reasons. He wants his body to be intact
Oh.
for the afterlife.
Oh. Is your dad a pharaoh? What? Do you mind me? I really don't know. I know pharaohs are different. Pharaohs are like, I want all my stuff. They're like, bury me with my Nintendo. Like, I know. They're like, boys' night in heaven. I know that. What religion is your dad?
Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic. Oh. Is that a thing? That feels like your dad.
Nothing makes me want kids more than seeing them at pumpkin patches. However, nothing makes me want kids less than seeing them at aquariums. Toddlers in overalls, adorable. Toddlers blocking my views of sea lions, infuriating.
That's so funny because I'll tell you, as a parent, you know who's kind of ruining pumpkin patches? Single women without kids. Because it's a lot of photo shoots at those right now.
We need Hinge photos that show that we're fun and seasonal. Do you play Pokemon Go? If so, do you want to be Pokemon Go friends? That's for you. I've had sex with more than one person, so.
That's offensive to nerds.
Sorry, you know I'm just jealous.
Yes and yes. I'm on Pokemon Go. I'm Shiny Dusty Nix is my user.
That's your. I've never even asked.
I'm a level 42, thank you, and I'm currently the Beacon Pokestop. I'm occupying it right now. So.
You've caught some here?
It's New York City. There's Pokemon everywhere. These Pokemon aren't going to catch themselves.
I feel like I'm talking to a ghost hunter.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they in the room right now?
You know what's funny is at the last show, somebody, the Queer Awakening question, not to get ahead here.
No, go ahead.
But somebody put a Pokemon as their Queer Awakening.
Oh, yeah, which one was it?
It was Machoke.
Which is kind of on the nose. Machoke?
You know, Google Machoke real quick and I explain it, which I think is very interesting because if you know about Pokemon.
How do you spell Machoke?
Machoke. Machoke is the middle evolution, which is interesting, right?
Oh,
it wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't. Right. So it wasn't Machop, who's the starter, which is fine because Machop seems a little young, anyways. But then the end evolution is Machamp, but didn't want to go full Machamp, and I think maybe it's because it's the 4 arms.
How do you spell Machamp?
Machamp. I think it's really interesting that Machoke did it for you.
This one has 4 arms.
Has 4 arms. And I was like, do you know about the 3rd evolution? Because imagine the possibilities.
I'm sorry we didn't get to this on the last show. Oh, height 5'3". They said they put the height on there. I didn't look that up. They offered that. Google offered that.
okay? Because they know people get excited when they see the 4 arms and they go, but wait though, there's a catch.
You were in till it was 5-3.
I started taking these edibles at night, these little chocolate-covered blueberries, because if I'm gonna be a drug addict, I'm gonna have a treat. And when I started taking them, I was so nervous about becoming a druggie that I would cut them in half and then just nibble on half until I got sleepy. Do you know how afraid of your own personality you have to be hunched over one blueberry? The smallest of the fruits, with a plastic knife from Taco Bell, just like, ooh, be careful. You don't want to be fun to hang out with. This person said, I come out to my students every semester. For some of them, it's the first time they've ever heard an adult be unapologetically queer. And we all thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of did the opposite, Taylor. I went to too much college. So I went to graduate school. I was a graduate teaching assistant at the University of Alabama. And y'all aren't gonna like this next part. I taught a pretty controversial subject. I taught conversion therapy. Don't worry, it was in the right direction, straight to gay, or as they called it, introduction to theater for non-majors. And that was...
I'd prefer to date women because getting cheated on by a woman emotionally seems a lot easier than getting cheated on by a man. Because like getting tricked by a woman is understandable. Getting tricked by a man is humiliating. It is. It's the difference between getting killed by like a spy or a hillbilly. It's just that one of them had training and a plan. The other one, like, you just got in the way of his truck. He's a good guy. What did you do? You guys tried to buy greeting cards for your family as adults? Can't do that anymore. Too much has happened. And Hallmark can't cover it. When you're a kid, you run into CVS on Father's Day like, you're the best dad in the whole world. I'm done. As an adult, you walk down that aisle just like, you've always been there for me. Nope. Thank you for accepting me exactly as okay, try again. I couldn't have asked for a better, you know what, screw this. Excuse me, do you guys have any that just say, you are my dad? How about you screwed my mom? You got any of those? I'll get a blank one, it's fine, all right. You are a father, this is a day, here is a card. Nailed it. Growing up, he encouraged me to abstain from drugs and alcohol and sex and enjoyment. And I really took all of that to heart. Even today, I'm, as an adult, very sexually conservative. Not that I'm bad at sex, okay? I'll have you know, in bed, I am a wild animal, all right? Yeah, way more afraid of you than you are of me. But I was abstinent all through high school. Didn't need to be. No one was trying to get in here. Didn't need to lock the door. No one even jiggled the handle, as it turns out. But I signed the papers, and people don't realize how scary it is being an abstinent teen girl, because friends of mine would be like, oh, I missed my time of the month. I'm pregnant. I missed my time of the month. I was like, oh no, I'm carrying the Messiah. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know any carpenters. It does grow you up very quickly, losing a parent that young. I mean, I saw a dead body when I was 8, which means I saw a dead body years before I saw a dick. And that is not the order this shit should go in, according to the American Girl Body Book. Although maybe it should be, because you know what's crazy? A dick, way more traumatizing than your dead mom. Oh my God, it's so much worse. I saw my mom, I was like, that lady used to make me snacks, now she's very still. I saw a dick for the first time, I was like, oh my God, who took Jabba the Hutt's eyes? You have done nothing for me. No, I didn't say Beetlejuice even one time. I have friends who think prenups are really unromantic, and I'm like, a prenup is super romantic. A prenup says, I'm gonna marry you even though I don't trust you at all. I saw a girl on TikTok who said that if you start dating a guy, you should not tell him how you've been hurt in the past by other people, because all he hears is, oh, I can hurt her like that. Yeah, and I'm like, are dudes really thinking that way? Are guys honestly like, okay, so you got cheated on? Okay, but you're fine now. Which means I could, and you'd probably be. I'm just saying, you know, they say God never gives you more than you can handle. Neither does Dylan. This person said, if you got famous, what would you be famous for?
I think that question's for me. Okay.
Fuck you guys!
Taylor, you didn't tell me I wasn't allowed to submit questions. You didn't tell me.
No, I'll get famous for having a meltdown on a plane or something. Got Karen face.
Yeah. You gotta do it before TikTok gets canceled. You got till Sunday, I think.
I know.
That's the saddest you've been all night. That's unbelievable. We've been up here talking about death and trauma. You're like, but TikTok. Will TikTok go to heaven?
I'm in the middle of binge watching a show right now, and then I realized what day it was, and I go, I have to stop watching the show and just focus on TikTok for the next 2 days.
Such an irony that the one person that can save it is Trump too, which is a tough reality for a lot of TikTokers that, you know, they're just sitting there, right, like in absolute despair, and then a hero comes along.
But it's also scary. I read too many of those signs he's cheating articles. Have you read those? They're all the same. Just like, oh, did he buy you flowers? He feels guilty. Oh, did he call you babe? He doesn't know your name. Was he nice to your family? He slept with your mom. I was on a first date with a guy. I realized we both had 3 younger siblings. I said, oh my God, let's text our sibling group chats right now. Ask them what our biggest flaw is. I'm so fun on a first date. I can't believe I'm alone. He texts his brothers, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And they write back, works too hard, cares too much. One of them wrote back dyslexic, which I thought was pretty funny. He couldn't read it, but I could. I text my siblings, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And my brother writes back immediately, probably that you expect everyone to hurt you, so you just leave before they can. I was like, dude, I'm on a date right now. He's like, oh, sorry, it works too hard. I thought this was a secure line. Sometimes you think you like something and you don't. I thought I liked dirty talk. Turns out I just like dirty phrases we agreed upon earlier. You ever tell someone you like dirty talk and then they hit you with something in bed and you're like, nah, that was not approved by corporate. No. I was having sex with a guy once. I was on top and he just went, look at you. Like I was taking my first steps. I'm like, you better get the camcorder, daddy, because I am never getting up here again. Then I hit puberty and I was like, oh no, I guess God just hates me right now. That's a bummer. That's a joke. God doesn't hate anybody, all right? Not anymore. But have you read the Old Testament? Holy shit. The Old Testament is my favorite Taylor Swift album. It is banger after banger. Just like, you don't believe in me? Snakes! Look what you made me do. I'm a 20-something white woman. Obviously, I'm going to compare T Swift to the Lord, all right? She is the only God I still believe in, all right? I don't see God revamping his old shit, and let's be honest, he probably should, because the people who own it now suck. He never cheated on me, but he did do this weird thing where he would let me know anytime other women hit on him. Like, he'd go out of his way to be like, oh, babe, I just want to let you know, girl at Starbucks tried to give me her number, so. And I'm like, cool.
What do you want me to say to that? You want me to fist bump you? Like, nice, bro. Get it. Like, you want me to get jealous, turn into Batman? Like, where is she? Like, what? And he's like, no, I'm trying to be honest with you because I love you. That's what I'm doing. I'm being honest with you. And I'm like, no, you're not. You want me to know that you turned down the option of other people today. You want points for not cheating on me. Like I'm supposed to swoon or something. Like, oh my God, babe. You honored the most basic term of our agreement?
My psychiatrist did watch my Netflix special, which I really appreciated. She was like, yeah, I watched it with my husband, and it was actually really weird because, you know, because of privacy. I couldn't tell him you were my client. And I was like, oh, I felt like Tony Soprano. I was like, look, you know what I do.
Are you excited about the prospect of the famous people?
I am excited. I'm nervous because I want to keep my cool. I will say, my sister and I saw Merrily We Roll Along last night when we flew in.
On Broadway here,
On Broadway here, which
fantastic.
Is great. And because I have a show, thank you, my agents were like, do you want us to try to get a chance for you to meet Daniel Radcliffe after? Because we know you loved Harry Potter growing up. And as well as all of his other works. And I was like, no, because I'll cry. But I was like, you know what, Taylor, you got to get better at this. You're about to be on a late night show. They're going to have big guests coming through. Like, just be cool. And we went in. We kept it short and sweet. I think I was very respectful. I didn't say anything crazy. I didn't try to touch his face. I wasn't like, you got me through 5th grade. Like, I didn't do... You know, and he's so nice. He's like exactly what you want him to be. I mean, it's not exactly how I pictured meeting him. I thought I'd be 10 and we'd be at Disneyland and getting married, but it was a very close second, the whole experience.
Has anyone thought about what they want to happen to them after that, like what they want to happen to their body?
Gemstone.
Gemstone. You... Can you explain that to me?
Cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone.
Your cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone, and then what happens to the gemstone?
I have to wear it.
What's your relationship? You're happily married. Are you sure? I have to wear it. The last ugly piece of jewelry he ever gave me. His literal remains. All your friends are like, is that new? You're like, oh, yes, it's Bill.
I'm dating somebody who is very attractive, and I'm not sure it's for me, to be totally honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I'm pretty, I think I'm cute or whatever, but my boyfriend is absolutely out of my league. Like, he's so hot. I was looking at him this morning like, oh my God, am I Pete Davidson? On the 3-hour drive from Wichita, I masturbated to the clouds while my husband drove. I hope to God that's not a joke. That's gorgeous. I love that.
Was there something about the clouds that you were like, yeah, you slutty little cumulus? Like, what? Why the? Your husband's right there, and you're like, nah, clouds. Like, what?
Can you drive quietly? I'm kind of having a moment. That's gorgeous. I mean, I read that and I was like, I spend too much time on my phone. You know?
Get outside.
Yeah.
Get wet outside.
I lost my virginity late. I lost it when I was financially independent. Yeah, I went through my bank statements. Like, I could afford to have a dick in me. Just like so responsible. All my other friends lost it under a Backstreet Boys poster in their mom's house, and I lost it under an IKEA painting that I purchased with a coupon. But I'm glad I was raised that way because it taught me how to choose sexual partners in a very responsible way, okay? Because when I was younger and I was waiting, I would tell guys, I'm not ready to have sex yet. Is that okay? And anytime guys were really cool about that decision, that just made me want to have sex with them more because there is nothing hotter than someone respecting your boundaries. You're just like, what? Take your pants off. Get over here. The hottest thing you can say to a girl is, hey, we don't have to do anything. Now we do.
That's how you know someone's really happy too, when you go, what's the secret to a happy marriage? And they just go, you know, just laugh a lot. And you're like, help me! No, you know! A lot of sex? Now you're bragging. Specific, what kind of sex? You're so happy, I'm like, how do you give a blowjob? Like, that's how happy they are. What do you think the biggest thing that you guys have fought about over the course of your relationship is?
My health and my doctors, because I've been very, very sick and he's fought for me.
That's not a fight. Fuck you, man. I said, what's been the biggest issue that you fought about? And you said, he's fought all my doctors. He has been my biggest advocate through sickness and in health. And I'm like, no, bitch. Why are you mad at each other? Are you guys even together, or were you just sitting here to fuck with me? Older guys are just better. They're just better. You never have to ask them to buy Pepto-Bismol. They just have it in the house. They pull it out after dinner like a nightcap. Like, you want some pink juice, baby girl? You're like, yes, they would. Cheers. Older guys don't call you things like cute or hot. They call you things like stunning, gorgeous. Shit with syllables. Things that would take a 20-something guy a little while to sound out. And older guys aren't like cute or hot either. You know, they're handsome, distinguished, like old pictures of your grandpa you shouldn't look at too long. You ever find one of those in an old dusty box? You're like, who is that? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. They're not your family in those pictures yet. They're just the past. It is a gray area. My dad was so religious growing up, he used to insist on praying out loud in restaurants before we ate dinner, which is fine if you're into that, but keep it short. He wouldn't do that. He would do long, drawn-out prayers full of personal details that none of us signed off on at the table, which made puberty pretty rough with your dad in public, just like, thank you, Lord, for this food. Thank you for bringing us here together. Thank you that Taylor's a woman now and is getting the help she needs in math. I'm like, can you not tell this Chipotle that I'm bleeding and can't subtract? I think God knows. It's why I don't feel bad telling jokes about my parents on stage now, because anytime they're like, do you have to air our dirty laundry in front of strangers? I'm like, hometown buffet, 1998. You told everyone within a 5-booth radius that I shat my pants the night before. I can say whatever I want. You ever meet a hot Christian and you're like, yeah, if I looked like you, I'd believe in God too. Okay, so you met at church, you've been dating for 6 months. Are you waiting until marriage to have sex? You are.
Whoa.
I'm glad someone said it. Are you guys, can you do other stuff, or? You can't, oh. I fucking love you. She goes, sorry, if you're not religious, I'm sorry if this doesn't resonate with you. I grew up in church, so it was like, that was the whole, they really give a shit. Like, they care so much, it's weird as an adult now to think back, or they were like, hey, don't fuck anybody. You're like, I'm 9. Let me just dog-ear this page, I'm in the middle of Aragon. Therapy gets a lot better when you're single too, because you have time to dig into things like that. When you're in a relationship, you waste half of every therapy session going over all the shit your partner won't go to therapy for. When you're single, that's an hour of you every week. It's almost too much time. You really got to start doing your homework on your days off. After my last breakup, I was coming into therapy hot every week with ideas like, hey, you know what I realized this week? The elementary school I went to growing up, across the street from a cemetery. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know, but that really seems like something, doesn't it? I bring the ingredients, you bake the cake. I'm not a doctor. I went down deep inside me, found something scary, brought it back up to you. I was so brave. Where's my treat? So brave. Favorite client.
Where'd you guys meet? Craigslist? Why are we clapping? Why are we clapping? You should be murdered. Was it for dating specifically? Or was it like, oh, you had a couch and I came to pick it up and our eyes locked? That's a better story? That's not the story? I've never met a single couple that met on Craigslist that wasn't fucking with me. And I know there's people in here right now going, Taylor, these two are fucking with you. If you could see them, you'd know they weren't. These are the two most honest, like, truly, I swear to God, no offense, you look like you sell Bibles. I believe everything you say, which is probably why you went out with, what were you doing on Craigslist, bitch? Craigslist isn't for you. Craigslist is for creepy people with, like, I don't know, like a criminal record and a hook hand. Like, what are you? You and your Sunday best. What, it was they were like personal ads on Craigslist? This is when they were doing the murders? Bitch, they still are. This is when they were doing the murders. When? I'm so mad at you. I guess I didn't take enough risks, and that's why I'm still alone. I don't know, I should have just been hanging out by the river at night. Sorry, I just started believing in God again to be mad at him. Tried to give yourselves an adult pep talk lately? Yeah, it is laughable. It's impossible. You can pep yourself up when you're a kid because you still believe in stuff like Santa and magic and the government. Like, you still think there are forces at work for you, so you can shadow box in the bathroom mirror. Like, you're gonna do it because you're great and I believe in you. And as an adult, you're just leaning on that sink like, you're gonna do it because what other goddamn choice do you have?
The reason people don't want to be single for long periods of time is that once you're single for a little bit, you start to notice, ooh, some of the issues in my relationships are still here. And it's just me now. There's only one set of footprints in the sand, and no one's carrying my ass, right? Like, I've realized in the last year, I still have a lot to work on. I've realized I'm very petty in relationships. I realize that because I don't wear perfume when I'm single. Don't even think about it. I wear perfume when I'm in a relationship, though, because I know that if we break up and you smell that smell later, you'll get sad. And that makes me happy. I don't wear perfume to smell good. I wear it to haunt you later.
I wasn't allowed to watch Arthur because they sang Believe in Yourself in the theme song. That's the craziest one I've ever heard. Even I was allowed to watch Arthur. That's crazy.
That pisses me off. I love Arthur.
And I wasn't allowed to watch anything. I couldn't watch Powerpuff Girls. I couldn't watch Cat Dog. I couldn't watch Rugrats.
You can watch Cat Dog?
Couldn't watch Cat Dog.
Why?
It's an abomination. You'd think they'd like Cat Dog because there's no genitals,
There's
but...
two less genitals than before
I know,
in Cat Dog.
and they fought. They were mean to each other.
Oh, not cooperative.
Anyone who was mean to each other, you couldn't watch that.
Every day I find out a new thing that Taylor wasn't allowed to do because I wasn't raised religious and it sounds so insane to me. Like, we'll be walking around and she's like, yeah, no, we weren't allowed to go skiing growing up because the Bible teaches that the only reason to go up top a mountain is to kill your son. So.
Oh my God. It's not even that far off. I actually call my stepmom Mom because when my dad married her, nobody was using it. So we were like, yeah, be Mom, who cares? Oh, I'm sorry. If your principal quit and you got a new principal, they wouldn't be like, this is Lisa. Let her be principal. There's an opening. Also, we were so young when it happened and my dad got remarried so fast. I think he was kind of hoping he could just Indiana Jones, switch him out before anybody noticed. You know when you're a kid and your hamster dies and your parents don't want to explain death to you, so they just buy you a new one that looks the same and they're like, no, that's Connie. She just bites now. That's kind of what he did. But with moms. This person said, I saw the ghost of my sister's dead cat once. She let me hold her one last time. We think that's cute?
Also, only a dead cat would let you hold it. You know what I mean? like, Pet Cemetery, what person would you maybe bring back to life, if you could?
What person would I bring back to
Or
life?
animal, I
I mean,
guess.
you talked about my dead mom for like 20 minutes.
Would you?
Wouldn't it be crazy if I was like, my mom died, and then you're like, who'd you bring back? And I'm like, oof, I don't know, like, Michael Jackson? Like, what if I was like, can you imagine? That's a nice thing about that's the only good thing about having a dead parent, is that when people at a party are like, who would you have dinner with, living or dead? You can just be like, my mother, and then everyone's like, okay. It kind of like ends the game. Anyway, do you have someone?
Yeah, probably my Nana, because she was like really sweet. Or the bisexual drug dealer I used to hook up with in college. Maybe they could fight for it? I don't know.
I got fired from my last church gig because I tweeted a joke with innuendo in it. I know. Big reaction for innuendo. The joke that eventually I ended up doing on television on late night, so it worked out, was
Growing up, he encouraged me to abstain from drugs and alcohol and sex and enjoyment. And I really took all of that to heart. Even today, I'm, as an adult, very sexually conservative. Not that I'm bad at sex, okay? I'll have you know, in bed, I am a wild animal, all right? Yeah, way more afraid of you than you are of me. If you don't know what an emotional eater is, it just means you like eat to cope with uncomfortable feelings. So if I'm like sad or anxious or awake, I'd like to be eating to take the edge off. If you still don't know if that's you, you can ask yourself a few questions to find out. Number one, when you eat nachos in public, do you get kind of mad that other people are there to see it? Do you feel like nachos should come with a privacy curtain? I do. Have all the best meals of your life taken place in your own car around 11 p.m. under a flickering street lamp? Have you ever eaten a brownie while you felt okay and wished you were sad so that it tasted better? Sounds like more than 7 of us. So I have really bad nightmares, and when you have really bad nightmares, your partner also kind of has really bad nightmares. Like, they also wake up to screaming. Like, I've dated people who are like, you know, it's really hard to be with someone who's like this. I'm like, yeah, imagine how hard it is to be that person. Imagine how hard it is to be inside of her all the time, not just when you want to be, bro. I tried lucid dreaming. Has anyone tried lucid dreaming? Yeah, did it go well for you? No. If you don't know what lucid dreaming is when you train your brain to recognize when you're inside of a dream, and then the idea is you go, oh, I'm dreaming, and then you take control of the dream and you do whatever you want. So you like fly or like fuck your cousin, like shit you boys wanted to do out here in the world, but you can't because laws, right? That joke does not work everywhere. We skip that joke in some parts of the country, but dating is what's shitty. The constant push and pull of hope and disappointment. Dating feels like being a stuffed animal in a claw machine. Like, oh my God, it's happening! No, it's not. Oh my God, here we go. Wow, can't believe I told people. That's embarrassing. And you're just moving me over to get to something else. I understand, I get that. And things change so quickly as you're getting older, too. I had a friend, I didn't talk to her for a couple weeks. I called her to catch up. She goes, you'll never guess. I think I met my soulmate on Bumble. Gone, just like that. They're getting married this spring. We were lying in the same pile of stuffed animals for years. I closed my eyes for 2 minutes, and when I opened them, she was outside the glass going, it'll happen for you, too!
You're a therapist and you're making a dating app? Oh, wait.
Please tell us.
Wait, I need to hear about this. Okay, what makes it different than other apps? It matches you off of emotional availability, but is it self-reported emotional availability? Or is it like you hook it up to the Aura ring and they're like, you still have issues with your mom? Like, do they, how are they, you take a test?
74 question, you're gonna weed out a lot of dudes already, which I like.
That's true.
It's like,
I do like that. Everyone on that app is gonna have follow through.
Yeah, we like that.
74 questions. It matches you to a therapist if you're not ready to date. So you're just drumming up business.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'll help you find love. Oop, you're not ready. See you Tuesday with $200. Honestly, I'm kind of into that. Do you have a name for the app? Luma. Okay.
I mean, that for sure sounds like an IUD. I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds like every.
I didn't want to say it, but it does. Yeah. Luma is birth control.
Yeah. Luma has side effects.
Luma's gonna give you cramps that are different.
Yeah. They hit different with Luma.
Luma's gonna teach you it can get worse. You're not pregnant, but you're not doing well. Luma! They said it wouldn't hurt going in. Luma.
Yeah.
Is it copper? We didn't show it to you. Luma.